Oh boy, a little late today. I think I need to turn some lights on in this house. Hold on a second, guys. Turn some lights on. 1 second. Okay. Make the camera look a bit better. Just waiting for some people to come on. I know it's pretty late where I am, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I saw the heart going on. So we got some people coming on here. Oh, it's my one loyal fan. It's Effie. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's not letting me use the chat for some reason. Sup? I'm back. I just finished my first camping video, so that's why I'm coming on. We're trying to promote everything and stuff like that. But I'm back. Yeah, I'm healthy and happy and everything. Like everything, I went through a rough patch. Like summer was hard and like I don't know, 2 years of hardness, but like I'm back, I'm healthy, I'm good, I'm ready to get back to work. Let this party started. We're we're gonna dive into camping videos. We'll see what we can muster. Like I kind of want to know what you guys are interested in. A friend of ours, Chris. Yeah, me and Braden are back. This is the more exciting news. Is me and Braden are back, not just me. Braden's really interested in coming back too. So camping, Campanautica. There might be a little bit of that too. We might still do Randonautica, but with camping, just to kind of wrap things up because we're still kind of looking into the Ellis case, right? Oh wow, bunch of people popping on here. Yeah, I did. I missed all you guys. I missed you guys so much. I made some new friends though, like recently and stuff like that, which is really cool. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like my prayer life has gotten a lot better, and everything. I'm eating a lot more like a pig. But yeah, we finished our very first camping video. We're really excited to show you guys. Lots of stuff happening. There is some bad boy scenes. Just to let you know, there are some bad boy scenes. Um, really wild stuff in the woods. I did not expect to find this time. Not at all. Like some stuff made me laugh. I was just like, okay, like just out there, right? But nothing ominous or anything like that. Just like I don't know, just people like cruising through and stuff like that. I was like, this is crazy. Like I did not expect this at all. Nature. We did see some nature there and stuff like that. A native creature to North America, actually, which is it is a Canadian animal. This type of salamander, you'll see him. He's purple, and he has like a little orange line, and it's a I can't remember the name of it. My grandmother used to have a book, and it was full of animals. And its name's there. Yeah, B gets lost. So Braden is back, and we're doing videos together. My hair is so bad. I need a haircut. Yeah, like I just I don't know. It's a little puffy than usual, but we're really excited. I wear glasses now. That's different. Um, I went blind. No, nothing like that. But yeah, like I went because I went just to get an eye exam or whatever, and I need to get glasses. So I have prescription glasses. They're nice because for work, they do turn into sunglasses. So it won't like melt my eyeball. I won't melt my eyeballs with it. So that's nice. And they also have that blue light thing. So I can watch TV late at night and I will go to sleep. Because once you stop the blue light, it help your body is not taking that in. So you're not wide awake, and then you can't go to bed and you're like, oh my gosh, I have insomnia type thing, you know what I mean? Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for saying I look healthy. Yeah, I am healthy. I am. The doctors have said that I'm healthy, so that's really good. But yeah, I've been great. I got back to the house. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to hike. We did a lot of hiking today and stuff. I haven't taken my car for a car wash yet. That's one thing I haven't done. I have to kind of I kind of have to get things situated and everything at the house. I got to clean my car. I got to get it detailed and stuff because it's just a mess. And so, like, I'm my one buddy Chris, he's gonna help me do it for free, so we don't have to pay anybody. We're gonna actually go and detail the car and get it ready for camping stuff, and we hope you guys like it. I really like mountain bike. I'm gonna put this in the chat, okay? I don't know if you guys like this, but for me, like a camping excursion, like a leisure activity, I'm gonna say, because I learned the whole what leisure means and what people are using that word, like, like basically something that's peaceful to you. A leisure activity is something that you're not, you know what I mean? It's not a chore, it's not work, it's something that's just peaceful to you. So mountain biking, we want to add that to the channel. We have what is it? Got a bike mount coming in for the GoPro and stuff. The only problem with my GoPro is it overheats, so I have to kind of watch and make sure it's still recording. But yeah, we'll be doing mountain biking. Why did that not? It did not go. Not go. I do not know why, but it did not go. But yeah, we're doing mountain biking, so that'll be one thing. We are gonna do magnet fishing. This is actually interesting. So a friend of ours, you guys have met him before. He's been in old videos. He's like literally like my best friend, Christopher Andradas, and literally he took me magnet fishing the last, I don't know if it was last summer or the summer before, because I can't remember when I went all swirly on you guys. But we went magnet fishing. We were watching these shows and they were just pulling the crazy stuff out of the water. Most RG has also had this on his channel, and I have watched them pull some crazy stuff out of the lake or ocean or wherever. But yeah, we're really, really excited to do this. So we will be doing regular fishing. And if that doesn't work and we don't catch any fish for supper, then we'll be doing magnet fishing. We will do mountain biking, sometimes to the campsite, sometimes not. We will be camping in the Bigfoot tent. It's been repaired. It was damaged. We had an ice storm here. It was terrible in spring. And a lot of stuff fell and hit our Bigfoot teepee, which the college students made. So we repaired it. Some people kind of ripped one of the walls off, so I have to go back and fix it. So I'll probably go there tomorrow because I'm really liking cardio. I'm really liking getting moving, keeping my blood flowing, and being on the bike is really nice. Growing up, I literally rode my bike all the time. Literally all the time I would ride that mountain bike, whether it was like on sidewalks or the road or like in the woods and things like that, because we had this place called Blueberry Trails. I highly recommend that place for mountain biking. It's really, really nice. I have a really good friend, Nick, who lives in the Collingwood area, and he just boasts about Blue Mountain. So I really want to go exploring out there, historic stuff out there, camping, Campinautica. That's what Dan was talking about. But Dan was really excited. Kirsten have been really excited to see me come back and everything. I hope this thumbnail doesn't throw people off and people like punching in and they're like, I'm pissed because it's not like a video live stream. The video is done. That's what I wanted to say. Like, this video is coming out and it's going to be very, very exciting. There's going to be action. There's going to be humor. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. There's parts of it that aren't even filmed yet. Like, we literally have an hour of footage. It's probably going to be a 2-hour length, and it's going to be exciting from start to finish. Like, I'm not even kidding you, because me and Braden, we've been getting a lot better with humor. Like, we hadn't seen each other in months. We hadn't seen each other all summer, and just getting back with your friends and hanging out, like, it's awesome. It's an awesome thing. He's starting his own business, and he is oh yeah, my grandma Shelly. I call her my grandma. She's the Urbix YouTube grandma. Shelly, we've been really good friends. We talk all the time. I have her on Facebook, all that jazz, all that good stuff. A lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff. We're just gonna add things to the channel that you guys dig. Literally, you dig, and if we're capable of doing it, right, in Canada. But yeah, there's gonna be mountain biking, magnet fishing so far. You guys have to throw me some ideas. That was one thing that I actually that was one of the biggest purposes of coming on this live stream is like what ideas, like what stuff do you want me and Brayden to do? Because he is fully on board. Like after today, I was like, you are on your roll today. And he's like, I am. Life is good. I don't know what it is. Like I got back from, I can't talk about it. I can't say where I was and stuff. All I can say, I'm healthy, I'm well, but I got back a little while ago and I contacted my buddy Brayden, and literally all is well with him. All is well with me. Everything's great with all my friends. So it's like, okay, sweet. We're all doing good. We're all doing great. I went out today. I stocked up on stuff that I needed. I got a free coffee today. This is really cool. So shout out to what are they? I always do this. I shout out to local businesses. Okay, so Beaver Rock, Canadian company, best damn coffee I've ever had in my life. Their house blend is Peru and Colombian, and that is honestly my two favorite places like for coffee beans. Their coffee beans are beautiful. Peru itself is a very, not a fruity taste. It's just full of flavor. If anybody's a diehard coffee lover like myself and including my wife, you would really enjoy it. And if you like Colombian coffee, if you like Peru coffee, if you've never tried Peru coffee, this house blend of Peru and Colombia was to die for. It was amazing. It's $17 a bag, I think, Canadian, and it's like a huge bag. Like you'll have enough for a month. Like it's really nice. But they have coffee accessories there too. Okay, sweet. So people are loving magnet fishing. We don't have a boat or anything. We found this dock that goes out in deep water, and we've got a rope, and we just throw the thing out in the lake, and we see if we find anything. And yeah, people have been coming up with treasure and things like that. Like eventually, like if I have this friend named Eric, if I ever hear from him again and he does buy a boat, then I'll be out in the water with him and we'll go actual fishing for fish, but we'll also do some magnet fishing and see what we can get. And just like in the Georgian Bay, or I think that's the bay in Barrie, Ontario. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're a Barrie civilian, if you're a local, but I think that that's the Georgian Bay. I've seen Carthew Bay and it's absolutely beautiful. There's a place, Oro Madonna, and it's on the way to Aurelia. And it was kind of like we used to film this asylum out there and stuff like that. And they have this beautiful bay and beautiful beach, and a lot of people go there because Wasaga is overpopulated. It's just too many people, too much people littering, things like that. Mhm. Yeah, I can't talk about like personal stuff. So like my family or kiddos or anything like that. I can't do that. That was one thing that we got boundaries. But if it's to pertain to like the content and everything else that we're doing, that's okay. Like I said, like we are doing camping. We're really excited to do camping. Yeah, a lot of good things. A lot of good things. But we want to, oh man, when does the video come out? I don't know. I'm kind of trying to push it till Monday. I'm not gonna lie. There's still, I want to extend its length. I have an hour of footage. I could put it out now, but it wouldn't be much. It would be fishing, a lot of hiking, bad boys, all that kind of stuff. But I kind of want to milk camping for what it is. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things I can't do anymore because me and my father, we don't speak. And so like ATVing and things like that are that's not going to happen. I used to do ATVing in the channel. I might repost some old videos of exploring in mining country with ATV if I have any. I will definitely look into that. Yeah, it's called Beaver Rock. They even have cafes. I don't know about Canadian companies popping up in North America. I don't know. We are getting American companies here. I don't understand it. Like it was like, was it Mike Subs? Mike Subs. I drove by one today and I was like, that's from America. And I remember calling Betty and I'm like, that's from the United States, is it not? Mike Subs or something, something Subs. The big logo, I've seen so many commercials for this place. It's basically like the Mr. Sub or Subway of freaking US. So it's very popular, but yeah, that. Bridge fishing with magnet, yes. Oh, like so, like big bridges. I guess it just depends on what the law allows, right? When it comes to that sort of thing, it's like what the law allows. Excuse me, I'm gonna get a water. I ate a lot of protein today. My back is feeling a little off, so I'm just gonna get a water and come back. But yeah, new video coming out, and that's why. That's kind of why you see this crazy thumbnail, thinking like, Brad, I thought this was like a live stream video. I did that to grab your attention to say like I'm back. So I know there's I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it right now. People are like, I hate you, Brad. Because they're logging in and they're like, it's not a live stream video, it's just a live stream. And it's like, okay, like I'm just trying to tell people the video is coming. It is ready. It's just it needs to be edited, mixed and mastered, all that, all those things. I can say one funny thing. So like I put on weight, but my little arms and my little legs didn't put any weight on. Like my lower legs, they still look skinny like a toothpick. But yeah, I'm just reading messages right now. I'd love to go magnet fishing. That would be fun to watch. Oh, that's Shelly. Garbage pickup in the parks and forests. I've actually done that, and I've told Braden and like friends like don't litter, don't do things like that. Like we had me and Braden, we had some insurers. I love them. I love them. Doc gave me, and he's like, I swear by these. Like it's like all your vitamins of the day in a bottle and stuff. And like my health improved. Like everything improved when I started drinking these damn things. And they taste like snack pack. So I have like a whole stockpile of them for camping and stuff. Mm. Possum Colvet. I don't know if I've met this user before. Hi, Brad. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy watching your videos. Cheers from Australia. I would love to go to places like that. Like honestly, like I look at people look at Canada, like not just me, but a lot of Canadians, and we're like, our country's so boring. And it's not exactly that it's so boring. It's that the fact that we used to have a lot of tourism and things to do here, and now it's like there's less and less to do. So it's like trying to figure out like what kind of content to make. It's very tricky. Oh, I had another water. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to salvage the water we got here. I did not drink enough water today, so that's why everybody's handing me water today. LAL. Okay, what we got? Respect, glad that you're back. Hi, Braf. What's going on, man? Rap session, much better. Hello, Brad. Holy cow, long time no see. Where have you been? Yeah, it was a wild summer. Wild summer. Lots to eat, lots to do. Very, very busy, and that's kind of why I haven't gotten back to work. But now that that's over, there's going to be a lot of work coming out. UFO spotting. Now I've heard things. So like you need a Geiger counter for that. Because you kind of have to figure out like where these UFOs, and some people have like really high tech gear and that can basically tap into radio and like pilots and things like that, figuring out like, oh, where these locations are. But that's usually like people that are really deep into it, man. Like, and like, I don't know if they're breaking any laws, like tapping into these things with pilots and like military and all this other stuff where these UFO sightings are. I would love to go UFO hunting. It's a lot of work and a lot of patience and a lot of misses. Like I'm talking like 100 to 1 in misses. But I mean, if I ever see something in Ontario or Canada area, and it's like places that I know I can drive to, and they're like, oh, there's UFOs here right now, and I'm like, oh man, that's only half an hour or whatever away. I would definitely try it. I would definitely go out and see if I could catch something on my camera and stuff. Years ago, apparently there was something hovering over the White House. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it was a UFO. I don't know if it was a hologram. But apparently there was something hovering over the White House in the United States. Maybe you guys can elaborate on that. Everybody from Seattle, Washington. I'm sorry, I'm a little parched. Oh yeah, so this is big news. Not this week, but next week because Angelo's very busy. He's back, but he's editing. But me and Angelo collab, and we're gonna do camping stuff next week, outside the Brampton outskirts and stuff like that. Hopefully, he has some goodies for us. Hopefully, we have some historic stuff. I really want to get into historic filmmaking. That's the kind of big thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to get out of Randonautica and push content that we hope that you guys will like, but is less chase scene, less, bad guys, all that kind of crap. We're trying to get away from that. We're trying to film like historic places, infrastructure that's beautiful. And maybe there's some history about it if it's not like historic, but like very nice settings and stuff like that. Field trips, so like little trips and stuff like that. Good food, good friends, good times. You guys know that we're into longboarding, we're into mountain biking, we're into magnet fishing, we're into like all these little hobbies that we can throw at you guys. So like that's a big thing too. Oh man, I kind of want to throw like emojis in here. I love you guys. This is my one. This is my favorite one because I don't shut up. Yeah, it's my chatterbox one. A bunch of hearts for you guys. But yeah, I love you. Oh, Jennifer Miller's in too. Oh, I have not heard from you in a long time. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not that I destroyed, I didn't destroy Instagram. I just don't use it anymore. It was affecting my mental health, so I just did not want to use Instagram anymore. So I don't use that anymore. And my Facebook I know is very private, so like I do invite people time to time that I know that I'm really really close with, but I don't. There's a lot of social media I don't even use anymore. I personally stay away from YouTube myself just because I used to be just looking at things I shouldn't be. So I just don't use social media anymore. I literally watch shows and stuff like that on those what is it? Like Netflix and Amazon Prime, and I have my own movies and things like that. So I just stay away from all that stuff. Oh, hey Aaron, what's going on? Exploring with Aaron's on. Like you. Lori, hey Brad, how are you? I am doing good. Very, very good. Really, really excited about this. We're definitely gonna look at some Randonautica stuff too. Like I like going on the page and seeing what new things are in store for that. Because I mean we will mix around with things. Oh, here's Danny Boy now. Uh so Cursed Urban's gonna join us in the chat. We've been trying to figure out a way to do like a collab live stream where like it's you can see like it's parted and it's me and him and we're talking. Like I guess like a video podcast. Like you've seen Angelo, he's done that. I may join him on one of those again with the Brave podcast, which is really really fun. It's awesome. Very nice studio he's got, and there's coffee and treats and things like that. So Cursed Urban says that his video is almost done. I think he's uploading a video, and then he's gonna come. He's gonna come on here, whether it's a live video or not. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's doing a premiere, but yeah, Cursed Urban will be on. Oh, Chris is messaging me right now. Okay, let's ask Chris. Okay, let's see. Let's see if magnet fishing is in our future for this next video. Yo, I'm online live stream right now. Okay, I'm gonna do a video with Chris on, and we'll see if let's see if he says hi back. Okay, in a video. So I'm live streaming right now, Chris, and the fans are going crazy. They want to know about magnet fishing this weekend for work. If you're down, send a little video for the fans. Okay, I'm gonna show them on the screen yourself talking. Send me a little video and like saying like, okay, it's gonna happen or it's a maybe, because they gotta know. They gotta know. They gotta know right now. Let's see how shy he is unless he doesn't want to go. He's not really shy on the camera, so that's why I'll pull these little things on him. Brave Angelo. Angelo's wild. I really wish that I had the time, or like I had the time, but I also had, yeah, I had the time to go and travel to these other countries and things like that. I just don't. Unfortunately, he goes to a lot of beautiful places, a lot of beautiful scenery. I wish I could really show off. And I know that like the season's approaching, so it's like you guys are gonna see a lot of snow and just ice, and it's gonna be a winter wonderland for the next like so many months. Oh, here we go. Curse Durbin, I have been summoned. LOL. You know what's really funny about Curse too? So we order like we order treats, right? Because like we don't have American goods here. So I'm always like, yo, can you get us some cookies? Because we just like munchies, right? Like we'll want to have munchies when we're lounging, when we're hanging out. And he'll just send us like cookies and things like that. We're like, thank you, thank you. We just love it. So aside from coffee and stuff like that, there's cookies. Like there's things like that we like too, right? I haven't really been in like an avid cookie person. I'm an avid coffee drinker though. But I don't know, that's a new thing. Maybe I'll get into like munching cookies for treats. I don't know. Lori, I love Randonautica. I don't think like we're like quitting rando. Like I think we'll pair it with camping, but we just want to do less of it. So like we don't want to make that like our focus. Like we're just doing Randonautica, yada yada. You know what I mean? It's just it gets so old and tiring, and it gets stale. It does get stale, right? Shelly's up. He's like, "Hey, Kirst, good to see you." All right. So Shelly, I don't even know if I said this to Dan, but like Shelly, I call her grandma. Like grandma YouTube or grandma Urbix. She's literally like me and her have been really good friends since the beginning. Like she's a diehard fan of us and stuff like that. She's been really looking forward to videos of scenery and things like that. I don't know. There could be some things that I could throw at you guys. Like there are other beaches around, very beautiful, and if we get a few days of nice weather left, I am willing to go to them and film them. I've been really chasing waterfalls right now. I really want to find a few friends that are also into, filming waterfalls and places like that, ruins and caves and cliffs and things like that. That's kind of like my real go-to. I really like those things. And I haven't been able to kind of give you guys that in the channel, like caves and cliffs and waterfalls and things like that lately. So it's kind of one of those things that I'm like, I really want to find more. And the waterfall that I found, it was out in, where was it? I don't know if it was called Balls Falls or something. They have different weird names, right? Geez. Eugenia Falls. Yeah, I was in that area, but I never filmed the actual Eugenia waterfall. So that could be something that I actually head out to. It's about like an hour away or something. Like it's a waterfall. So I might actually chase that one. I don't think it's very far in its trail. I thought there was two. So the last waterfall we ever filmed, I thought there was two. I literally thought it was all on the same trail. So I kept walking and walking and walking and sweating. And I'm like, I don't think this is it, man. I don't think there's anything here. I really think that this is just nothing, right? And yeah, sure enough, I didn't find out. I messaged my boy Andrew, and he's like, "Yeah, there's no waterfall there besides the one. You walk too far." He's like, "You got to go back out. You'd have to drive another hour. Like they're all kind of in a line. So there's like a line of waterfalls. Apparently, my boy Mike Relics, he knows a lot about waterfalls, and there's a lot in Hamilton. Apparently Hamilton is like waterfall country in Ontario. I'm hoping that there's more. Oh yeah, there's goes Angela. Exploring with Aaron right now. So he's saying Welland and Niagara Falls. I've never been to Welland, but I have done Niagara Falls. So it's like it's just been done. So it's like I don't want to go back and do it again. And not only that, the tours have gotten more expensive now. So it's like it's not like a cheap thing to do some of these things anymore. So I kind of stockpiled everything that I need for the next like months and months of work. So like I can't be spending any more money. So it's like we're going to be doing a lot of local filming, but we are going to try to film things you guys haven't seen. So I'm gonna hopefully find like provincial parks that you guys have never seen, and hopefully that there's things there. Hopefully there's ruins or something peaceful or maybe historic out there or whatever. Mountain biking is gonna be a big thing. We will be using the mountain bikes a lot, Braden and I. He has to get a mount himself and a camera for him to use. I have one, so mine will track me and him if he's biking in front of me. But yeah, I'm excited about that coming in the mail. That's another thing too I like to talk about with GoPro and cameras is that you don't have to buy you don't have to buy things that are strictly GoPro company. There's like cuz like we have Japan and China and these countries out like the Asia areas, they will create things. Like they're literally a handful of inventors out there, and there'll be different brands, but they will say like, "Oh, this product is for the GoPro, yada yada yada, bunch of stuff." Sorry, the Seinfeld thing, but but literally like there'll be so many things, and so you'll be able to strap this on your bike or whatever you're using to get around in, and the camera will just work. I know people are probably like, man, I can't even see your eyes, Brad. Like these glasses. Yeah, I wear glasses now. They help a lot, honestly. Like my sight is kind of like diminished. So driving, even driving at night or during the day, like these help me so much. I love my new glasses. Oh man, I feel bad. So I don't I Andrew was like, man, if you go to my company, they'll give you another set for free. We just went somewhere here, Andrew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We didn't use your company. I used Specsavers, and they were really, really good. My buddy Aaron wears glasses too. He knows what's up. Fox Road Pipeline is a long time abandoned. Yeah, a lot of people want to see us do abandoned again. I don't know. I like doing some of them, but more of like historic because historic's very easy. You get permission, and then they tell you a little bit about the history and stuff. Obviously, we don't do any ghost hunting, so like there's no I won't ever have that sort of thing on my channel. It's just like historic structures and then the people of that time period, whether they were settlers or pioneers, things like that. Biblical stuff is always cool, but I don't think we have anything like historic here, like really, really biblical related. Like, I mean, you'd have to go to Israel or like these other countries that were really far out. So, abandoned gas station takes Steve. Yeah, yeah. If you were into wildlife, learning about Canadian wildlife would be great. That's by Effie. Yeah, no, we have been. That's actually really funny you mentioned that because we did learn about a few critters around here, and the salamander was one. It's like one of my favorite animals, and it's a small little animal. So like people are saying, like, "Oh, I don't think they have like reptiles and lizards and things like that, and snakes and things like that. We do have all that stuff out here, but it's not in an abundance like say like Australia or something like that. Like we have to actually go and find them and stuff like that. They're not like coming into the house. Well, small ones. We get small spiders in the house and they creep me right out. Like the biggest one we saw in the house was like yay big and stuff. So yeah, yeah. So I could say we get spiders. Okay, Australians, we get spiders. We get them coming into the house. That's not something that does like that it does happen. It does happen. We get a bunch of them. There's one a yellow sack wolf spider. So these are ones that'll actually come right into the house. There's a few crazy ones. Trapdoor spider. That's a poisonous one. So the wolf spider, this yellow sack, and the trapdoor, they do get in the house and they're venomous and stuff. But like when you see like the fear mongering on the internet and stuff, it's not really as bad as what people milk it out to be. Like when you see some of these animals, like yeah, they're venomous, but they cause other things. Like they can cause like blood deficiencies and weird things to do with your blood, but they don't kill you. Because that's what I mean. Like even the Brazilian wandering spider, I think it's like the most venomous spider on earth, but it's not that it kills you. Like it's just that the venom does stuff and it messes you up. So then you need anti venom, right? Like so there are some critters that you need anti venom for. Like we do have rattlesnakes here, we do, but it's more like places close by the lakes and stuff like that. I've never seen one. Thank goodness, I've never seen one. There is a snake here that's like a cobra. It's a hognose, and so they have that, but they play dead. So they have their teeth, their fangs are actually in their throat. So when they're eating, they're it does that. So that's why this snake is kind of a pansy, I'm gonna say, because like you can easily scare them, and when they scare them, they actually flop over and pretend to be dead. But with Saga Beach, the beach that I filmed, that you guys really enjoyed, like, oh yeah, it's beautiful, peaceful. You're at a beach and you're in the sand. The hognose is relative of that area. So we'll have little areas that are relative to critters. Our area is really known for this salamander, and I was hunting for one, and I'm like, oh man, we didn't get any footage of this thing, and I managed to find one. I lifted up a log, I put him back in his home, in his resting place. Trust me, no animals have gotten hurt, nothing like that. So yeah, like we got him on film and stuff. Braden sent me the footage. Hopefully I can use it in my video. I have to figure out how to get back into my Facebook. I don't know because it's on my phone and stuff. Learning about bears, cougars, wolves, crows, and ravens. Yeah, so bears and cougars are a big thing. If you travel north, Elliott Lake have them. When I used to go out there, so in old content, I might have footage of that. The zoo, I've never seen cougars because that's what I mean. Cougars actually will hunt you down. You don't want to see one; they're very dangerous. Cougars are also up north and things like that, and there are footage of that, and you guys may have seen like a video a long time ago. Only some of you, because not a whole lot of you watched it. But I went to a zoo, and there's a bunch of animals that are obviously from other countries, but there's a lot of Canadian animals there. So be sure to watch that. There are cougars in the video, and you'll see them pace back and forth and stuff like that, like they're hunters, right? But there are cougars in that video, and those are Canadian cats, Canadian wildcats. Man, I almost think that they're almost prehistoric, like almost like descendants of the dinosaurs, because we have the saber tooth. So the cougar is very much like, oh my gosh, like if you were to blow this thing up, give him big fangs, you'd have the saber tooth tiger. You know what I mean? Like it would be just insane. Lots of love, lots of love. Room 4, Motel 400 in Cookstown, snowstorm. Oh my gosh, that sounds a little wild. All like fainting. Oh man. Animals, some people so scared of animals. I don't know why. Like this. This is how I look with spiders. That's how I look with spiders with the cry one there, right there. But yeah, we're really excited about doing getting into camping videos. I really want to know what do you guys what do you guys want to see? All right, I'm just putting this in the chat. Oh wait, I can actually tag. That's hilarious. I didn't think that you could tag yourself. That's so funny. All right, I tagged it. So, what do you guys want to see on the channel exploring with Brad? Like, that's kind of what I want to know. It can be camping related. I'm gonna say leisure related. Now, they went over what leisure means in some school course that I did, and it's basically like things that you find, it takes you away, it makes you happy, it's peaceful, exciting, all those things. So leisure is not like house chores, it's not things like, you know what I mean, it's not a burden on you. Leisure is what you go and do on your spare time. Like it could be hobbyists things, like all that kind of stuff. Shea Moonstone says nighttime woods. Well, that's already something we're always going to do. We're always going to film at night, whether it's hiking or biking or whatever. Nature walks, that's already something we do. So something completely out there. All right, let's get candid. Let's get weird. Let's get wild. Something leisure activities. It can be to do with camping. Obviously not Randonautica because that's just its own, genre. It's its own thing. But something that like you do outdoors, leisure activities, something that we could add to the channel that we haven't already. Because we already told you guys we are going to do magnet fishing. That's a big thing. We are going to do that. There's no it's ands and buts. Well, maybe a few butts. Bad guy butts. Kicking butt, right? Oh, but yeah, like stuff we want to do. I really wanted to always go in a boat and film like exploring using a boat. I don't know anybody that owns one, and so like that's the biggest thing is I've been trying to find friends or family like does your father have a boat or whatever? Like I miss that. I really miss that. I've seen so many people out on the water this year and sea-doos, boats, the whole 9 yards. Like everybody's out in the water, and like I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool? Because you're always just, oh, let's go fishing, and oh, let's go back to the dock. You know what I mean? Like, what if being out on the boat and exploring, and you find like an island, or you find like something different? Maybe you find ruins, or you find something that nobody's explored, like mystery explorers. You know what I mean? Stuff that nobody's ever seen. I always wanted to do stuff like that. Obviously, not the ocean because I'm afraid of sharks. I'm afraid there are animals that I'm afraid of, and you guys can ask me the list of that. Like there's some animals I just don't go near. Shelly Monagold, the Aurora Borealis show it too, please. Aurora Borealis is really rare, and the only time I've ever seen it happen in Canada, it'll show up on like the news and stuff. But that's usually Sudbury area. That's the closest to me it's ever been, and that's like that's hours away. So I don't think I would ever catch that on film. It would be a very rare occurrence to see the Aurora Borealis. I don't even know what it is really. Like I've seen it like on TV and stuff. It's like lights in the sky, usually like a green hue and things like that. I do like catching storms on film. It's very rare that I do this, but I mean, I'd be willing if I saw a storm, I would definitely get it on film because when the ice storm came out, I was like, wow, this is different. Like, you don't see Canada looking like this. So, you do amazing with content, Brad. Thank you, Effie. Like, honestly, there's so many names here. I didn't expect you guys to come back. Like, I haven't filmed in 4 months. So, I didn't expect anybody to come back. Geocaching. Okay. All right, I'm actually, you know what? I'll put that in my phone. That's actually a good one. I didn't think about that. Let's just see if I have Braden here. I'll send him that. Fans said geocaching for new projects. Okay. I don't have the app. Braden does. I have to learn a lot how to use it. But no, I'm honestly down. Geocaching is a lot of fun. You find a cache and then there's stuff in it. Usually some people will find very peaceful things and then they'll put stuff back in it and then leave it where it is so that the next person can make a puzzle and then the next person can find it. I've been finding them here. I found them mistakenly, like doing Randonautica, just walking back or walking through a trail. I found broken headphones because I knew they weren't going to work because I'm like, man, this has probably been here for 3 years or 4 years or five. Like 2011 headphones, I found stickers. The stickers were really cool. I almost kept some. I think I did keep them. I think I put them on my old car and stuff. Oh, bye, Dan. Gotta run. I'll talk to you soon. Good to see you back, my dude. Yeah, we were really talking and stuff, and like I'm a lot better. I'm fully healed. That's all I can say. God's got me. So, bye, Dan. Stay safe, buddy. I'll see you on the flip side. Hopefully, you can see some new videos coming out soon. Yeah, that was a good one. Good one. Geocaching. Okay, more stuff. So, what else would you guys like to see on the channel? Just remember, like I said, like I'm sorry that like the thumbnail was like, oh man, this is a video. The video's done. It's coming out. This is like the promo. So you guys talking with me and stuff like that, giving me ideas for new content, giving me ideas for the next half of the video because it's like it's basically 2 videos in one. Bad boy scenes, everything galore. So we will have a lot of stuff to see. Yeah. Camping tents and stuff. We're probably going to use stuff like in the woods, like if there's already wooden forts built. We have the Bigfoot teepee coming out. We are going to do, oh man, I got to put this in the chat too. Oh baby. So we are going to do, what is it? Bigfoot ends. Another name, Sasquatch. Sasquatch hunting. We're going to get back into that. We are going to get back into that, fam, and it's going to be really, really cool. Jennifer Miller, about your band. Oh, yeah, like, I don't know. I have to see what the future has in store. I still talk to my producer and co-writer Brett all the time, and Braden. Obviously, you guys know him. Braden wrote "Stillborn," so that song was written by him. I just wrote the lyrics to it. He wrote the guitars and the drums and the bass. He wrote that song. So props for that. But yeah, I don't know. It's all up in the air right now. You know what I mean? I'm home now. I'm settling in. Kind of want to relax and work just local, for us and things like that. I do want to find things that you guys have never seen. There's a place that I'm interested in right now. I've never been, and it's the Blue Mountains. And it is blue. It is a blue mountain, man. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people ski and snowboard there in the winter, but we have some time. We still have the month of October to check it out, and hopefully November before they start creating snow, to hike and explore the Blue Mountains. But if we don't get out there and really push exploring and checking it out, then there's always next year for that place. But I'm hoping to find a lot of nice scenic areas in the Ontario area for winter, because even waterfalls look cool in the winter. It's all like a frozen wonderland. Like it'll be over a peak, and then you can actually walk inside of these waterfalls, and it's all frozen. Everything's like stiff as a brick. You know what I mean? Like it's all frozen up. I don't think we'll do urban legends because it's still urban legends still kind of fall into paranormal. So I don't think we'll be doing that. Yeah, like we're not doing anything paranormal. The only reason why I think I even considered Bigfoot is because a lot of people just think of it to being a prehistoric ape, and I don't know of anyone that's actually seen it. So I can't really say that I'm in any immediate danger or anything. And these things are good at hiding, and they don't want to be bothered. So I really don't think I'm gonna see anything at all. I think it's just gonna be kind of neat and interesting to kind of look around and be around their kind of territory that they would be in. But we've heard things. So like I don't know if you guys ever watched Survivor Man, and so they would find out how to bait and things like that. And apparently these things, they like nuts, they like fruit, they like peanut butter, they like certain things that like nature, like foods and stuff like that. So yeah, I know, Jen. I know I would like to do that too. So like survival beginner guide. I don't even know if I'm qualified to make a guide that you guys could get for free or buy. Like I don't think I'm that good or qualified to do that. I know that I'm good with, I can say this, okay? My footing is really good for not falling and getting hurt and things like that. Even though I have fallen a lot, like a lot of that stuff is literally just camera mishaps because I'm holding the camera. I'm not really focusing the best on my surroundings and things like that. But as of like cliff climbing and caves and like just climbing and being around, like surviving in that sort of sense, like that's kind of the only good thing I am with survival, because basically it is life and death when you're climbing or moving around and things, or you're going down steep terrain and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm qualified for survival guide, because survival is like where you've got nothing. Maybe you just have like a little pocket knife with some tools and things like that. But eating stuff out there, like I have to bring food. I don't know enough about that. I've heard things, like I've heard people say like, Brad, there are mushrooms and things that you can eat and like out there that are edible. Like there's so many edible plants and edible things that you can get out in the wild, but there's just one little mishap, especially with mushrooms, and you're dead. Like we have skullcap mushrooms here that are the most poisonous mushrooms. I think one of the most poisonous in the world. You just touch them and you die. So like there's just things that I just don't do. Like I would love, like I'm interested in it. I love watching survival and stuff, but I don't even think my family would be like wanting me to do that, like survival type footage. It is cool though. I'm not gonna lie. And like seeing Les Stroud, he's the man, doing stuff like that. It's really really interesting. I just don't think it's for me. Like just losing all that weight and everything, like all the steps that you'd be taking and doing it. I just don't think so. But there are different types of hiking and things like I really want to get into stuff that like I've just never heard before. Geocaching is one thing. So that's definitely I'm like, oh man, I'm definitely considering on doing that. So setting up wildlife trail cams. Oh yeah. So for the Bigfoot thing, that's kind of like what we were thinking of doing. I have them. I don't know how to use them though. I have trail cams. I just don't know how to use them. I have to figure out like how do they work and how do they turn on. They're very different cameras. They're not just like your little standard GoPro hit record whatever. You got to make sure that the chip the SD is compatible and that it works and all this other stuff. Do they need batteries? Like a lot of these things don't have rechargeables; they just run off battery. So the footage is probably like 720p, but it can play, it can run and run and run on record. But yeah, we do have them. We don't want them to get stolen though. And me and Braden were talking about it. We're like, we want to get that kind of footage for you guys, but we want to make sure that we also don't lose a bunch of gear. Like especially with Chris. So Chris does our drone footage whenever we want to use it because I don't really care to be honest. Like I understand, like oh yeah, aerial footage is so cool in adding to videos and content and stuff, but like it's one of those things that like it's just all this equipment costs so much money, and like to damage it or lose it, it's a big thing. You know what I mean? It's a big loss. So yeah, mushrooms you have to be an expert at. Yeah, you literally have to be a mycologist to pick and eat mushrooms. That's why I would never ever do survival footage because it's just no. And I'm not gonna go and kill. I love animals. Like I know. Okay, I'm a hypocrite. I eat them, but I can't kill them. I can't. It's not in me to do and stuff. Like even with like target ranges and stuff, I would just like shooting paper targets and things like because it's just fun. Oh, you hit the bullseye, whatever. Or even at the fair, you know what I mean, where they have the fake ones and stuff like that. But yeah, as of like harming animals and then eating them and cooking them and stuff, like the only thing I do is fish. I fish and I can flay fish and I eat them. So like that's the only critter I do, and I'm like I don't know. I guess I don't feel bad about that, but still, like I don't know. I can't shoot Bambi. Effie, I'm still struggling with my hypoglycemia. Oh, here's the thing, okay? So there's all this fad stuff out there. Like I want to just tell you guys to stay away from all this stuff because it'll ruin your life. Don't listen to anything like that, okay? Like carbs and things like that, they are good. There's good and bad carbs, okay? Fruit is very, very good for you, carbs. You don't want to overeat it. Like you can have like even people that are like me, like hypoglycemia, you can have up to 2 pieces of fruit a day. You could have three if you spaced it out, right? Because what you're getting all the good stuff from it. You're getting the vitamin C, the fiber, vitamins, antioxidants, and things like that. So berries and oranges are honestly your best friend, Effie. Best friend. Like I had it. I don't know how long ago. Like I think I was inside indoors and I was I get it when I have coffee, okay? So like coffee is really this is how potent this is. If you are diabetic, just start drinking coffee black. Honestly, your blood sugar will go right down and be at 5. Whereas people with hypoglycemia, where our blood sugars are like 5 roughly all the time, when we eat something and then it makes it go up and then it just comes way down, stuff like an orange can save your life. Yeah, so a big thing with UFE is that you could do like a protein, a fat, and then you could do a fruit. So you could literally eat a handful of nuts as long as it's not cashews, because that one makes it go up. But walnuts, yeah, you could like a little have a little handful of walnuts, eat them, and then eat an orange, and then your blood sugar will be great. I honestly I gotten to the point where since I'm doing physical activity and I'm hiking again, that I can just eat an orange. So like that's another thing too. The more physical activity you do with whatever you have, you can eat like these the healthy carbs, right? Like sugar. Like you can have fruit. Like a diabetic person, if you go run on a treadmill, you can eat the orange. You don't even need to eat protein. Like that's what I'm saying is that because that physical activity is going to counteract that, you're going to be like this. That's why they see like all these people that are diabetic and they're just sitting on the couch and they're like basically getting fat because they're just eating the food and stuff, but they're not doing anything with it. Everything we do, it's energy, right? So everything you do is energy. So if you put something in you, do something with it. You know what I mean? Unless you're like really under eating or something like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I think we'll do a little bit of looking up some cool Randonautica stories and stuff like that. If there's anything else you want me to put into the channel, then let me know. You can put your. I'm going to keep the chat up even when the video is gone. So you guys can actually keep. I don't know if you guys can add to it, but it'll be saved. So if you want to go read messages going back and figuring out other things. Oh, wait, here we go. The beach combing after a storm, metal detecting. Okay. There's another one. I don't have any of that type of equipment, but I maybe some of my friends do. Okay, that's a good one, Shelly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in me and Braden's chat because he's my co-pilot on this adventure. Metal detecting. Maybe he has stuff like that. So you guys like treasure hunting then, eh? Like treasure hunting seems to be things. Happy Gilmore too. I've never seen it, and the funny thing is, I'm not me and Betty. We're not fans of Adam Sandler, unfortunately. I do like Jim Carrey. I'm a Jim Carrey fan, like The Mask and Ace Ventura and things like that. But no, I never saw that film. I've never seen that. Becky Lynch. What? What are you saying, Aaron? Becky Lynch is a wrestler. Good way to create one. You'll be out in the wilderness. Yeah, honestly, you can metal detect out in the wilderness, and it is really cool. There are laws and stuff for being out in the wilderness doing that stuff though. So like, there's always that. Anyways, to finish things off, because I know that we came from Rando, and it's always been a thing to check the app and see if there's any stories or things like that. Do I have coins? I guess you always have coins. We always have them. I honestly want to use this tomorrow. I have a promo code. Okay, I have a promo code for something. I don't know what it is. I'm just in the app right now looking around. We're gonna find some stories and things on Randonautica because we always find some really cool stories. Apply promo. Oh, I got jinxed. I think it wasn't. I don't think it was. Wow, there's so many things. Okay, so I just want to say all the things that have been added to the shop of Randonautica. So wow, so for $5, people can get 333 daily token boosts. Pro subscription, which is $7.90. I don't know what that comes with. Maybe it comes with all these add-ons. Pro subscription, quarterly. I don't know what that is. Unlimited points for 450. No freaking way. That's what we all use. We use unlimited so that we can literally find you guys all this stuff. So they have all these add-ons to the app, and this is the one that I've been using. It's called Flower Power, and it basically generates points in like a bunch of different directions. It's like a cluster bomb of rando points. So we got this extended radius. That one's okay, but then you might be kind of in the charted territories like farm fields and things that don't belong. Random advice. This is brand new. I've never even heard this. Sigilizer. Skip water points. Yeah, because honestly, the water is not working, man. Nobody's got a boat and stuff like that. But anyways, let's check this out. Let's see what rando stories are kind of out there. Randonautica stories. Okay. All right. All right. Oh wow, even the AI is coming. I hate AI. It's evil, but maybe they came up with something. Creepy Randonautica stories, and this is just the AI, but like they did come up with something. Users finding disturbing items like bloody hammers and Ouija boards, encountering unsettling figures or voices, discovering abandoned locations. So that's more for us. We just keep going until we find like what we're looking for because we don't do ghost hunting. It's just not us. Discovering abandoned locations with hidden dangers. Yep, that's one. And experience coincidental events that turn frightening, such as a suitcase with a potential body or a large knife. We never found anything like that. So that was in Seattle, Washington. One user found disturbing childlike drawings and heard a child's voice at an abandoned creek, while another's Randonautica trip led to an abandoned house with a noose hanging from the ceiling, which is disturbing. A lot of houses are like that. A lot of urban exploring houses are like that, and it's hard to. For me, it's not content that I would like to post and stuff. For one, YouTube doesn't like it, but two, it's just the fact of like people causing harm to themselves. It's like it's a sad thing, and a lot of times when this stuff happens, the house goes abandoned because the family just cannot live there because it was so traumatizing that they have to go somewhere else. So for me, it's a really sad thing. I did find something really disturbing with Randonautica. The video is on my channel. It's like a rated R one. You have to log in to get to it. But we found a few bodies, like not like human bodies, like it was like the imprint. Like if somebody passed away and they were laying on the carpet and they were laying there for months and months and months, and then they leave up an imprint, and then the woman's cat. So it was like an old woman. She obviously grew old. She might have been diabetic. She might have been a lot of different things, but she passed on. And her cat basically tried to survive out in the wilderness. But since it was a house cat living out in the barn, it only got so far without its owner. And we found that the corpse of it. So like that was probably the most disturbing thing ever doing Randonautica. Like Randonautica had led us to this area and stuff, me and Nick, and I'm just like, wow, like I don't know what to say. Like I'm speechless. And coming out of there were people yelling at us, and I was like, I didn't even feel right about doing it. So disturbing finds, bloody items. One user found a bag in an abandoned cabin containing a small Bible, box of matches, a large rusty pair of scissors, and a hammer with what appeared to be blood. I don't think so. I think it would have been paint or something like that for that one. Childlike art. Another user discovered disturbing drawings in an abandoned creek area that seemed. Oh, we already said that. We've already gone that. So we've already gone over some of these. One Randonautica user in California encountered a tall black figure in a field and a car fire next to it. Yikes, that's creepy. Dangers and intrusions, stolen belongings. Some Randonautica users have reported feeling like their intentions were used by others to steal their belongings, according to a compilation of stories. Vandalism. One user's Randonautica journey to an abandoned location revealed vandalism of an old tower with graffiti. So, like a bunch of stuff like this. Here's one. Oh my gosh, we all know this. Unwelcome guests. Some Randonautica users went into the woods at night and were confronted by random strangers who were not happy to see them. I've come across people that were super happy and they were camping. Like I've come across a few. I think you guys have seen some of our videos and stuff that like know that, but this is why Randonautica blew up. So the suitcase, everybody knows about the Seattle, Washington suitcase. Suitcase was found on a beach. It smelled bad, leading a user to call the police due to the suspicion that it contained a dead body. So that's kind of where Randonautica blew up and everything like that, manifesting fear. One user was so scared by the app, feeling as if it was manifesting a person who appeared in her rearview camera. So a lot of fear mongering, with that. Like, so another good place to go to look up stories of anything really is Reddit. So you can go on here and look up stories and stuff with Randonautica. There's a bunch of people's own depictions and what they had on it. We can read some of those. I'm actually kind of interested in this. It's almost like campfire stories. What's going on here? Don't forget to check out the merch. Oh yeah, baby, you want to see this merch? Hold on. I gotta turn the volume off so that I don't get copyright dinged on a live video going on. I will put the new merch here. All right, so let's go here to the last video. I like to just copy and paste stuff. I have found abandoned places on Randonautica, and I really enjoyed that, fam, a lot. Okay, here we go. We can buy our merch here. I actually ordered my own. Okay, I'm gonna put that right here in the chat. So here's our store. That's all the Exploring with Brad merch that there is. You guys can check that out for yourselves. Yeah, Reddit is super cool. Super cool, Jen. Dynamite. Small world. I guess I do miss Chicago Lake though. Good metal detection on the beaches. That is awesome. I don't think I'll ever purchase this equipment because it's so expensive for good equipment for metal detecting. I think if we find a friend that does it and then tag along and just kind of see what they do and kind of join in on a treasure hunt, I think that that's something that we can do. I'm not, that's the big thing with me. I'm not interested in buying expensive gear, like cameras and things like that anymore. I have all the cameras and stuff I need. So to partake in a brand new hobby like that, it doesn't interest me. You know what I mean? Like we'd rather kind of the money kind of go into the household and stuff. So it's not something that we would do. But I would join a friend. So does if a friend is interested in doing metal detecting, that's something they always do. Like the big idea would be to tag along with them. So we know that Chris does magnet fishing. So we know that oh man, he can come on and do it. I don't even know if he sent me a video. Did Chris ever message back? Hold on. He didn't message back. He's like, oh no, he's not doing it. Okay. He's not getting into it. That's okay. Okay. So anyway, to wrap things up the end of the night, because there's only so many people on here tonight, we're gonna check out what are your scariest Randonautica stories, and these are from people on Reddit. These are a bunch of randonauts, so there's no images. I don't think I'm not seeing any images, so these are just story. I've definitely had a couple of weird ones. One that sticks out in my mind is when it leads me to a point on the child's memorial on the side of the road. Kind of dissuaded me from using it for a while. So yeah, that's something. There's a lot of memorials in Canada on the road. There were one. It was a drummer, I think, with Randonautica. That's what I mean. There's a lot of footage that I don't post because it disturbs me and kind of makes me anxious and sad and things like that. So there was one memorial Randonautica brought me to. It was a basically the boy was a drummer, and it was like a drummer grave memorial thing. Like it was this thing all built with different pieces of metal, and it looked like a boy drumming. And they had the boy's name there and his grave marker and stuff. And I'm like, that's disturbing. If that's not disturbing, I don't know what is. And there's a road named after a little girl that was killed, either in a car accident or she was hit by a vehicle in Ontario. It's really close to where we live. And so there's that. So those are the two that I found. All right, I need a water because my throat is so parched. I have not drinking enough water today. Get ready for it, fam. We got other stories here. Porcelain Princess 288. A few years back, my friend and I decided to randonaut later at night. We set our intention to something exciting, and it brought us to the train tracks in our neighborhood. As we put up there, there was an oncoming train, and a man who immediately drove his car around the barriers and head onto into the train. We freaked out, obviously, and called the police to report it. I think he ended up seriously injured, but lived, fortunately. So that's another thing too, is that I don't understand why people do this because it's like it creates trauma and things like that. So that's another reason why we stopped using the app was because of all this this stuff that you're hearing. We've seen it, right? Here's one by Medium Estimate 2804. I can say the names because they're not real names. My best friend and I randonauted like 4 years ago and found this creepy abandoned gas station biking distance from my house at 2 a.m. It still had signs up for 65-cent gas and everything. The building was gone, just gas pumps standing on an empty piece of concrete in the middle of a busy part of town. Kind of cool, kind of creepy. The actual creepy part came when we went looking for that gas station again a couple days later and could not find it anywhere or even anywhere it could have been. It just disappeared. Okay, so that's interesting. So ghost gas station, I don't know, that's something that just disappeared and everything like that. Everything has been creepy. I decided to walk away from it after finding so many horrible places in the middle of nowhere with people walking by me that are out of place. Even found a weird piece of metal that I finally figured out is for tying somebody up. Oh, that's creepy. So that was from Odd Emu 6073. What weird names too, eh? But I love it. I love that they're coming up with all this stuff. A lot of people keep saying that, oh, this app is going to be destroyed and all these other things. I don't know. I don't know. It all depends on how this goes. Everything has been creepy. I decided to walk. Oh wait, we already read that one. So this is one by Arsa Major. Not really scary, but I asked it to talk to me, so take me somewhere that reminded me of my sister. It took me down Memorial Road. My sister passed away a year before. I ended up at that point, which was a house that had these tall sunflowers, garden decorations all over the front yard. And there was a guy sitting out front. This house was just covered in sunflowers. So people find really rare things, and sometimes yeah, like it could honestly strike a memory to somebody, you know what I mean? We're gonna end the video shortly. I'm hoping that some of you guys I hope you guys really like this live stream. I hope that there's things that you guys can bring to chat that we can do. Geocaching and metal detecting are really, really cool. That's awesome that you guys brought that up. Just stuff that's out there that we've never heard of before or never done. Asked for a scary thing, took us right down the road. At the marker, there was a gun bag with a bunch of shotgun casings. We got the hell out of there pretty quick. And that was by Responsibly No 8185. So I'll definitely be reading more of these in streams. I know that a big lot of you guys like that and stuff like that. I'm really happy that you guys were able to join me on the live stream, but also join in the fact that we have a brand new video done for you. It's probably going to be 2 hours in length or more. And hopefully there's so much fun. Like that's what we wanted is like so much fun that we'll just fill your guys' head of all things that you wanted to see. I really hope that I can find new waterfalls and new beautiful locations and stuff like that, especially places that we know that we can camp at. I may revisit a waterfall that I've already gone to. It's just the fact that it's fall, so it's very beautiful. We have a lot of people are going to like this about the new videos in our season, like this Halloween season, is the fact that we have all the fall leaves, yellow, red, orange, a bunch of different colors. It's beautiful outside. My fall is my favorite season. It's always been my favorite season because for one, the weather's cooler because I don't like the heat. I can't. My body just can't take it. I know Angelo, he's got like leather skin. He can take it. He can be out in 30, 40-degree weather, but I can't. So the fact that yeah, I guess there's a bunch of reasons why. My favorite season is fall because it's cooler out. There's no snow, but it's cool enough to be outside and go hiking and things like that. Obviously, I like Jesus' birthday though, so don't forget that. Like, I do like winter. I just don't appreciate the season with the snow and the ice and everything because it just doesn't stop being so cold. And I'm a skinny little guy, so for me, I just freeze. So I like it because obviously we have the nature, we have the trees changing colors. We have Thanksgiving. I know the American Thanksgiving is actually different. It's in November. Ours is in October. So we have a big turkey dinner, and the family gets together, and it's a very beautiful time. A lot of laughs, a lot of good things shared. So I guess that's why it's my favorite season, and the fact that all my clothing is literally dedicated to fall. Like I love wearing plaid and hoodies and things like that, and my jeans and stuff like that, a nice pair of boots and stuff. One thing I've actually wanted to be getting into, and it was funny, they were talking more so with meditating. I don't want to do that because obviously I believe in God, Jesus, but I've been wanting to just go. very, very close nearby forest, like that's so close to the house, like I can just jump outside and hit me, and just sit out in the woods and just, put my hands out. That's my praying stance. I like doing this, and just like bring my Bible and pray and just hear nature and just get in the zone and see if, like, I can get in touch with God, and see where that goes. I think a lot of people have a favorite place to pray. I'm not a big fan of being indoors in buildings and stuff. It takes me, I don't know, I can't seem to focus. There's just so much things going on in life. I can't seem to concentrate. I can't seem to like really absorb what I want to learn and stuff like that. But being out in nature where it's peaceful, it's quiet, I find it's like a neutral medium for me. I've really been interested in doing that. I've been just really interested in getting in my Bible out in the wilderness, but like obviously a place where it's close enough to the suburbs that it's not like danger. You know what I mean? Like maybe a small park forest that's like not even long, like a 10-minute long like little walk, and then you're on the other side. You know what I mean? Like not something that's dangerous. Exploring with Aaron, Canada, October, USA, November, Christmas, December. Yeah, he's going on about it. And then Altriano, love everyone and help someone who needs it. Yep, that's for sure. I've always wanted to, like, if I ever got like Angelo, if I ever made the money that he does, is to donate it to obviously Christian charities, but homeless shelters. Because you got to think about it, all these people like needing food and there's no food. So donating money to a homeless shelter, very good purpose thing. You're feeding people that are starving, that are hungry, that are poor, even families that have young children. I think donating to homeless shelter is it's prime. Like those two things I think are really good. And like healthcare, like you see like people that need yeah, like sick kids, okay? That's another one too. Like kids that like obviously they need this medical help, but their family can't afford it. So I think those three are the best. But anyways, guys, I love you all. I'm glad that we got together and do this. I'm sorry for those who thought that this was a live stream video. The video's done. I just kind of wanted to come on here and I kind of wanted to pull your attention and saying that we have a video. It's coming out very shortly. This video, that's the title and everything. So, anyways, I love you all, and I will see you on the flip side.